is the story behind the Holi. So today we are going to discuss 3 stories behind Holi, right? Many of you might be knowing some stories, but some stories you might not be knowing that, right? So first one is, it is famous and everybody knows, it's about Prahalad ji, that how this Holi celebration started. Before this satsang, you were watching the video of Gurukul Hyderabad, in which all the students, saints, they were celebrating Holi. At center of the ground there was a bonfire, and why they have fire and why they do that kind of ritual. So what is the significance behind it? So as you know that in ancient time there was a big demon, his name was Hiranyakashipu. There were 2 brothers, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. Both were very dangerous demon. So Hiranyaksha, he was killed and destroyed by Varaha Bhagwan, by Varaha Avatar. And now Hiranyakashipu, his younger brother, he is about to take revenge from Lord Vishnu, because Lord Vishnu has manifested in the form of Varaha, and he killed the Hiranyaksha. So now he wants to take revenge. So Hiranyakashipu is doing hard penance, and it's a long story, you know that. But meanwhile, Indradev came to know that if Hiranyakashipu will do penance and his wife Kayadu, she is pregnant, if he will have his another son, another bigger demon as a son of Hiranyakashipu, then nobody can defeat and nobody can kill this Hiranyakashipu and his son. Indradev has kidnapped Kayadu, the wife of Hiranyakashipu. So as Indra was kidnapping Kayadu and going towards the heaven, meanwhile Naradji came, and Naradji said that, Indradev, what are you doing? How are you doing this? You are kidnapping someone's wife? Indradev said that I am not having any kind of interest to kidnap anyone's wife, but I am helpless, because if this wife will give birth to another demon, then it is very, very dangerous for everybody and for this entire universe. So that's why I am kidnapping the wife of Hiranyakashipu. So Naradji said, okay, you are just having intention to kidnap him. You do one thing, give her to me, leave her in my ashram, and I will not let her go anywhere. And afterwards Indradev kept Kayadu in the ashram of Naradji, and every satsang, giving satsang talks to Kayadu. Actually Kayadu was not having any kind of much interest in satsang, right? But in the womb of Kayadu, there was one son. He was having interest in the talks of Naradji. So he was listening each and every talk in the womb of his mother. So sometimes when Naradji is speaking, this Kayadu is slept. But the womb, that son, that baby was listening the talks of Naradji, and that baby became such spiritual and powerful. Actually that was the seed of demon. But by the satsang of Naradji, that seed of demon became seed of devotee. This is the power of satsang. Even seed of demon can be transformed into the seed of devotee with the power of satsang. And afterwards we know that Prahalad ji was born, and by childhood, by birth, he was having devotion to Bhagwan Narayan. So all the time he used to chant Narayan, the name of God. And for your surprise, let me tell you that throughout the life of Prahalad ji, Naradji never met to Prahalad ji physically. Just once, when Prahalad ji was in the womb of his mother, only that time Naradji has given satsang. Afterwards Naradji never met Prahalad ji, but Prahalad ji became such powerful devotee of Bhagwan Narayan that all the time he is chanting Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. And everybody is telling that your God is not Narayan, your God is Hiranyakashipu, your father. But Prahalad ji is not accepting it. Prahalad ji is always chanting Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. Afterwards we know that Hiranyakashipu made lot of attempts to kill Prahalad ji. But who was protecting Prahalad ji? God Himself. So my dear devotees, sometimes we feel kind of excuses that if I will follow Panchvartman, then I have to face this kind of problems, difficulties. If I will perform devotion, then I will face such kind of difficulties and problems. Whenever you think such kind of, that time you should remember Prahalad ji. You should have faith in God. If you are faithful to God, God is always there to protect you. Prahalad ji never prayed that, oh God, please come and protect me. No. Even Prahalad ji didn't pray. God has all the time protected him. This is the power of faith in God. Problem is that before we do any kind of devotion, before we do any kind of service, we keep on assuming such kind of things, that what will happen, this will happen, how will I handle with this, how will I handle with that. No. Faithful devotee never have such kind of doubts in his mind. So afterwards he made a lot of efforts to kill Prahalad ji. He threw from the mountain, he threw in the jail of serpents, but no serpents could do anything to Prahalad ji, and all the situation turned in the favor of Prahalad ji. At last, sister of Hiranyakashipu came to Hiranyakashipu and she said that I have one boon, that if I wear this flock, ladies wear flock, if I wear this flock and if I sit on the, afterwards we know that Hiranyakashipu made lot of, so let me do one thing, let me sit on the pyre of, along with Prahalad, my lap, and afterwards you can fire. So fire will not do anything to me and Prahalad will get burned. Nobody can save anybody from the fire. So Hiranyakashipu said, yes, good idea, let us do this. Already you have the boon. So this Holika, her name was Holika. So Holika took Prahalad ji in her lap and he won that flock and set on the fire pyre. And from downside they fired that pyre and it was flaming too much high. But all of a sudden, one who is under the protection of God, nobody can even किसी का बाल भी बांका नहीं कर सकते उसका, ऐसा कहता है। जो भगवान के रक्षण में है, जिसकी भगवान रक्षा करते हैं, उसका कोई बाल भी बांका नहीं कर सकता। ये भगवान का प्रताप है, ये भगवान का प्रॉमिस है। So all of a sudden, from somewhere, such a extreme kind of wind blew, and because of that flock covered on Prahalad ji, and Holika was uncovered, and now she has no protection. So fire has burned. She was shouting that save me, save me, save me. People thought that Prahalad ji is shouting. So nobody gave any attention to this, and people went away. Hiranyakashipu went away and they thought that yes, Prahalad ji is burned and Holika also will come soon. But when that pyre met to the ashes, Prahalad ji stood up alive. Not even single hair was burned. Prahalad ji got alive and Holika was burned to the ashes. And when Prahalad ji came, Hiranyakashipu became so angry and he said that what to do now? Afterwards we know that a lot of conversation happened and Hiranyakashipu asked that where is your God? He said God is everywhere. In this pillar also there is a God? Yes. That pillar was extremely burned with the fire and it became very hot. And then he said that if there is a God, then embrace it. When Prahalad ji embraces that hot pole, iron pole, that pole gets broken and from that Narsimha Bhagwan gets appeared, and afterwards we know that Narsimha Bhagwan has killed that demon Hiranyakashipu. So this is the story. So when Holika was burned to the ashes, from that day Holika Dahan festival started. This Holi celebration started. The significance behind this Holika Dahan is, you might be knowing that in some villages, in night time, in the outskirts of the village, they do a big bonfire and afterward they do pradakshina. They also throw some kind of coconuts and they do pradakshina and they do such kind of rituals. What is the meaning of it? when they prepared the gobar, bonfire, and when they burned the gobar, so it purifies the atmosphere. See, in ancient time, whatever tradition have been started, it has all perspective in the favor of humanity. That in environment also, it purifies the bacteria. Do you know this is the season of transition? See, now from winter to summer, and some of you might have experienced also some kind of cough and cold and some viral fever also during this transition time. So during this time, when they do such kind of Holi, when they burn the gobar, so it purifies the atmosphere from those bacteria from this transition period from winter to summer, and now spring starts, right? In Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna said that Rutunam Kusumakara. I am a spring in all the seasons, because spring is very delightful, very, very colorful, and all the news blossom. So this is one story behind Holi Dahan, Holi festival. Second story is also kind of burning somebody in the ashes, which is that second story that is more interesting, and I think none of you might have heard this story. There was a demon, his name was Tarkasur. Tarkasur was having one boon of Brahmaji, that except son of Lord Shiva, nobody can kill Tarkasur. Such was the boon with this Tarkasur. So now with this boon, he was troubling everybody. And on the other hand, what happened? There is a long story that Daksh Prajapati, who was the father of Sati. The previous birth of Parvati ji was Sati. Her name was Sati, who was the wife of Lord Shiva. So Sati's father name was Daksh Prajapati, and he invited all other gods but didn't invite Lord Shiva. Afterwards, Sati, without invitation, Sati went, and in the yagna, there was no any place for the Lord Shiva. So Sati became very furious, and she said that why there is no any place for my husband, Lord Shiva. So Daksh Prajapati insulted Lord Shiva, and that time that insult Parvati ji, Sati couldn't bear, and Sati got into the fire. When Lord Shiva got this news, Lord Shiva became very, very furious, very, very angry, and he sent his whole army, Bhairavas and Veer Bhairavas and all those Bhutpalit. They came and they completely crushed the yagna of Daksh Prajapati. At last, Lord Shiva comes, he cut off the head of Daksh Prajapati, and afterwards everybody requested, so he joined the head of God. This was the story. But anyhow, Lord Shiva lost Sati. Afterwards, Lord Shiva became very sad, completely suspended from all the activities, came back to Kailas mountain and sat in the meditation, sat in the penance, not talking with anybody, not doing anything. He is suspected from all his duties and all his work. He is just doing meditation. He is completely sad now. And on another hand, this Tarkasur, now that Tarkasur is troubling all universes, all Trilok, heaven, Brahmalok, Prithvilok, Patallok, troubling everybody. And these all heavenly gods, Indradev, Varun Dev, Surya Dev, they came to Brahmaji and they said that what to do now? Now Lord Shiva sat in the meditation, and Sati also is not present. Now without son of Mahadev, how this Tarkasur will get killed? And if Tarkasur is alive, then we all are in the trouble. So what to do now? Meanwhile, Parvati ji has taken birth, second birth. And Parvati ji started worshipping and doing penance on Lord Shiva under the mountain of, beside the mountain of Kailas. She was worshipping and doing hard penance to marry with Lord Shiva again in her next birth. So Indradev came to know this, and Indradev thought that now what we have to do is we have to break the meditation of Lord Shiva. When Lord Shiva will come out from the meditation, his penance, only then he will think something. So Indradev called the god of love. Do you know who is the god of love? Kamdev. In English it is known as a Cupid. Not stupid, but Cupid. So this Indradev, he called Kamdev. And you know, Kamdev is a person who is a god of love, and his army. In his army, who is there? In his army, all the Apsaras, beautiful ladies, and as well as Vasanta Rutu, spring. And he is having such atmosphere and everything. Indradev called him and said that you go with your entire army, the meditation of Lord Shiva. So Kamdev said, yes, I am always ready. And Kamdev was such a, Kamdev has conquered entire universe. Except Bhagwan Narayan, no even any god, heavenly god or anybody who is not affected with the Kamdev. Kamdev means desire for the lust. So that is called Kam. So this Kamdev, along with his entire army, Gandharvas, musical instruments, this Vasant Rutu, spring, and all the beautiful ladies, women, Apsaras, along with entire army, Kamdev came on the Kailas mountain. Kamdev observed that yes, Lord Shiva is very hardly sitting in the meditation and completely lost in the meditation. It is very difficult to break that meditation. But anyhow, he just snapped like this. And with that snap, complete atmosphere was changed in Kailas mountain. There was no any trees. All of a sudden trees, their flowers started to blossom, and such a pleasant kind of breeze began to blow. And such a pleasant atmosphere was created. And now all Gandharvas, with their number of kind of musical instruments, they started to play music. And on the beats of music, these Apsaras, they started to dance. And they all, complete atmosphere was filled with the lust, filled with the desire, filled with the pleasure. Anybody, if goes in such kind of atmosphere, he will lose his purity, he will lose all his discipline, and he will get disturbed, and he will feel passion for the lust for the woman. So such was the atmosphere was created. And hidden behind the tree, this Cupid, Kamdev, he is releasing the arrows on Lord Shiva. Actually, he is having bow of sugarcane sticks. You know sugarcane? That sugarcane stick, he has the bow, and string is made of the honeycomb. Honeycomb, some kind of that wax will be there. With that wax, that string is made, and that sugarcane bow, and with that string and bow, he was releasing the arrow. He is having 5 kinds of flowers, scented flowers, arrows, not arrows of iron or arrows of sticks, arrows of flowers. And with that flower arrows, he is hitting not the body of Lord Shiva, hitting the mind of Lord Shiva. And with that arrows, one after one, he is releasing. First arrow was hit to the mind of Lord Shiva. Nothing happened. Once again he got ready with the another arrow and he shot. Second arrow also hit the mind of Lord Shiva. Something happened. Previously he was lost in the meditation. Now his consciousness little became shallow. He thought that something going around. What is happening? Previously he was not even listening anything, but now the sound of this music and whatever the dancing sound was coming in his ears, and now he got aware that something is going on. And again Kamdev has released his third arrow that hit the mind of Lord Shiva. Now Lord Shiva's eyes got open. At the same time, Parvati ji along with her friends came to the Kailas mountain. And Lord Shiva saw Parvati ji is coming. And when Kamdev shot the fourth arrow, Lord Shiva got a kind of attraction towards Parvati ji. And now Lord Shiva just moving towards the Parvati ji, and here all this dancing, this, that, everything going on. It is on its climax, that now just about to get completely break. Meanwhile, when last arrow of Kamdev he released, and when the last arrow hit to the mind of Lord Shiva stopped. For a while he thought that, what is this? There is some change in my mind. Something is happening. What is happening? Why it is happening? He looked around, that here apsaras are dancing and music, this, that. Look, this all, completely intoxicating atmosphere. And far behind the tree, he observed that Kamdev is releasing arrows. Kamdev was getting with the next arrow, and he was just about to hit the arrow. Before that, Lord Shiva got very angry. That, okay, because of Kamdev, I am getting disturbed, I am getting attracted. And Lord Shiva got very angry. And when he got angry, his all jata also, got freed. And he found that where is Trishul. He was just about to, but before that, he opened his third eye. And when the third eye opened, with the enormous fire came out from the third eye, and with that fire, that Kamdev was burned to the ashes within no time. And by seeing this, that Kamdev got burned to the ashes, these all Apsaras and Gandharvas, they frightened and they just wind up and they fled away in the heaven. If we will stay here, then we also will become ash. They all disappeared from there. And even Parvati ji also got completely frightened that, oh my God, what is this? At the same time, Brahma ji came, Indradev came, and they prayed to Lord Shiva that we are extremely sorry to do this, but Tarakasura is troubling the entire universe. If you will not get married without your son, he will not be killed. So please accept Parvati ji again, and please kill Tarakasura. Afterwards, slowly, the anger of Lord Shiva got calmed down, and Lord Shiva accepted Parvati ji as wife. And meanwhile, one lady also came. Who was her? She was the wife of Kamdev. Her name was Rati. She requested that you have burned my husband to the ashes. How can I live without my husband? Now you got married, what about me? Lord Shiva blessed Rati also that now onwards your husband will be alive, but not physically. He will rise in people's mind. Since that time, previously Kamdev was physically going and attacking the people, but after this incident, Kamdev is rising in people's mind, in humans' mind. What is that Kamdev? Desire for the woman, and for the woman, desire for the man. That is lust. That lust is called Kamdev. And that is the biggest internal enemy of entire humanity. Not entire humanity, entire living beings. It's not about just limited to human beings. In entire universe, this natural attraction is there, that all boys get attracted towards girls, girls get attracted towards boys. It's a natural attraction God has kept to run this universe, to run this world. So who can remain away from the attraction of this Kamdev? One who becomes alert. How Lord Shiva could burn that Kamdev to the ashes? When Lord Shiva got alert, third eye indicates alertness. Our third eye indicates the eye of alertness, eye of knowledge. Not just knowledge, information, eye of your alertness, your vigilance. When something is, nowadays if you see outside, same situation, no? When students are studying in Gurukul, how spiritual they are, But same students, when they go outside many Kamdevs are there and they are releasing so many arrows, right? In the form of Instagram, in the form of Facebook post, Instagram post, YouTube videos, right? These all are the form of Kamdev's arrows, right? When they watch such kind of YouTube videos, Instagram post, and when it hits to their mind will get attracted and it will get disturbed. So nowadays also Kamdev is attracting and distracting the people. Who can remain away and safe from this attraction and distraction? One who remains alert, one who remains vigilant. He will remain safe from the attraction of this Kamdev. Otherwise, nowadays here our Gurukul alumni is here. He also a few days back he was telling that Swamiji's the environment outside of the Gurukul is completely different and completely difficult, right? To follow Gurukul Sanskar, going away from the Gurukul, it is difficult. And of course it is difficult, but still it is not impossible. It is difficult, but it is not impossible. Sometimes some youngsters, they bend down before this desire of lust and they think that what we can do, I am unable to do this, I am helpless. No. It can be controlled, it can be, it can be mastered if we follow certain disciplines, if we remain alert. But if we are not alert, then definitely Kamdev will burn us. If we are alert, we can burn the Kamdev. So, on this day of Holi, Lord Shiva has burned Kamdev. That is why also we are celebrating Holi. That's why, in the ritual of Holi, when they do this bonfire and they throw this coconut and such kind of things, what does it signify? It signifies that we have to burn our all wickedness, all our worldly desires, all our lust, anger, such kind of devils we should burn in the fire. That is the significance behind this Holi festival. So this is another story which is related to this Holi festival. At last, I would like to say Rangotsav Leela of Bhagavan Sri Swaminarayan. Bhagavan Swaminarayan color of festival of colors, Holi, Rangotsav, with saints and devotees. Many places, Bhagavan Swaminarayan played in Vadtal also, in Gadpur also, in Sarangpur also, in Panchala also, in Ahmedabad also, with different devotees, different saints. Today I would like to narrate the charitra of Bhagavan Swaminarayan's Rangotsav in Sarangpur. Before this conference, you were listening Kirtan, you were watching video. In that one, Kirtan was being played. Hori aire, Hori aire. Right? You might have heard this Kirtan. If you didn't heard, after this, you can search that Kirtan and you can listen that Kirtan. In that Kirtan, Premanand Swami has described this Rangotsav Leela of Bhagavan Sri Swaminarayan. So Bhagavan Swaminarayan was in Gadpur and devotees of Sarangpur, Jiva Khachar, came to Bhagavan Swaminarayan and invited Bhagavan Swaminarayan that Maharaj, please come to our village Sarangpur and please grace us to celebrate Holi festival, Rangotsav in Sarangpur. So Bhagavan Swaminarayan accepted the request of Sarangpur devotees. Bhagavan Swaminarayan along with a number of great saints and devotees came to Sarangpur. So as you know that if you are having darshan of Ghanshyam Maharaj every day, Hyderabad Gurukul Ghanshyam Maharaj, if you are getting darshan in your mobile WhatsApp, so nowadays you might be having different kind of flowers dressing. Do you know which kind of flower is that? We call it as Kesuda. We call it as Kesuda. If you keep these Kesuda flowers in the water will become a red. It will become red. And you know that red color is the color of love. So such a with such colors, in ancient time people used to play Holi. So Bhagwan Swaminarayan came to Sarangpur. All the saints and devotees, they are so excited to play Holi with Bhagwan Swaminarayan. So last night of the Holi, saints and devotees, they gathered the flowers of Kesuda and they prepared water tanks. Dear devotees, today also the place where Bhagwan Swaminarayan played Holi in Sarangpur, today also that place is there. Today also those small water tanks are there through which they used to get water, color water, and they used to splash each other. Today also that same place is there. So Bhagwan Swaminarayan, next day morning, all the saints, they are ready with the pichkari, water guns, pichkari, they are ready with the pichkaris. And one devotee brought one golden water gun, one golden pichkari for Bhagwan Swaminarayan. Bhagwan Swaminarayan also had that golden water gun, pichkari. And Bhagwan Swaminarayan said that how will we play Holi? So these saints, Brahmanand Swami, Nityanand Swami, Gopalanand Swami, they said, Maharaj, let us do like this. We will play Holi in a two group. One side, you and all the household devotees. And another side, we all saints and brahmacharis. So Bhagwan Swaminarayan said, okay. So accordingly, they had prepared the water tanks, and all the water tanks were filled with the water, color water, and that was not the chemical water. That was a pure natural flower water. Dear students, ancient time, they used to have so many colors, but from the natural flowers like abir, gulal, it is made of natural flowers. But nowadays, whatever chemical colors are there, that is little, what we can say, injurious to our skin. It is harming to our skin. Anyhow, lot of misunderstanding, manipulation happen nowadays on this Holi festival. Nowadays, you might have seen people, they are playing Holi and they are doing a lot of nonsense, and they are doing disco dance on the DJ, Bollywood song, this, that. So there is no actually any kind of meaning of this Holi festival. There is no any kind of connection. It's just for enjoyment. But the purpose of festival is not only enjoyment. The purpose of festival is enjoyment along with enlightenment. There should be some kind of enlightenment and enjoyment also. So here Bhagwan Swaminarayan, all the saints, they are ready to play Holi. When this scene was taking place, all the heavenly gods, Indra Dev, Varun Dev, Surya Dev, Agni Dev, they came to know that Supreme God himself playing Holi. Then Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, all the gods of this universe, they gathered on the sky to have darshan of this Rangotsav. And 1, 2, 3, start. And Holi was started. Everybody were having their water guns, pichkaris, their colors, abir, gulal, everything. And they started to splash each other. And saints are splashing on Bhagwan Swaminarayan. Bhagwan Swaminarayan splashing on the saints, Gopalanand Swami, Muktanand Swami, Gunaditanand Swami, Nityanand Swami, Premanand Swami. And Premanand Swami was observing this scene, how it is going on. And some devotees, they are throwing the abir and gulal in the sky. You have to visualize this divine Leela of Bhagwan Swaminarayan. That how would be that scene, how would be that atmosphere, how would be that Leela. And all the heavenly gods, they were having darshan from the sky. That what such a great Leela. Just imagine, such a supreme God himself, he became human being like us to make us enjoy his divine Leela, his divine Murti. He became like us, like human. Otherwise, where is God and where we are, there is no any comparison. But even though God becomes like us, so that we can play with God, we can connect with God. That is the greatness of God. So this is how going on. So Brahmanand Swami and Nityanand Swami, they made a strategy that what we will do, we will focus on the face of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, directly on the face of Bhagwan Swaminarayan. Focusing on the face of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, but Bhagwan Swaminarayan was escaping, and Bhagwan Swaminarayan also used to splash with their golden water gun, and Brahmananda Swami and Nityananda Swami were going back. Meanwhile, some devotees will throw colors on Muktananda Swami, Gopalananda Swami, they will go back. Likewise, such a wonderful way that Holi was going on. Actually, before this, there was one condition, that whoever will lose, which group will lose, leader has to give something. Leader has to give some gift or vardhan or boon. So all the saints were planning that anyhow we want to defeat Bhagwan Swaminarayan and all these devotees. And here also, like Surakhachar, Alaya Khachar, Somla Khachar and many other devotees, they also were hardly splashing on the saints. But saints are anyhow powerful than devotees, right? So with the splash, and Nityananda Swami and Brahmananda Swami continuously focusing on the face of Maharaj, and likewise slowly the group of Bhagwan Swaminarayan and devotees going back, and saints are moving forward. And now saints getting more confident that yes, now we are winning. And afterwards Brahmananda Swami and they took backside, many saints they are supplying the water guns, so gap should not be there. Without any gap, continuously they are splashing on Maharaj, Bhagwan Swaminarayan. So Bhagwan Swaminarayan is unable to open eyes, and just imagine the face of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, that how would be the face, colorful, like on the face there are some white colors, some pink colors, yellow colors, red colors, and Bhagwan Swaminarayan had worn the white dress. On the white dress is completely colored with the different colors. And such Bhagwan Swaminarayan and the group of devotees coming back, saints are moving forward, and this is how they are getting lost. And at certain time, when Bhagwan Swaminarayan thought that now we can't do anything, Bhagwan Swaminarayan ran away from them. And saints are back of Bhagwan Swaminarayan. Bhagwan Swaminarayan is running, and Brahmananda Swami is telling Maharaj, say that you are lost, tell us that you are lost. Bhagwan Swaminarayan is not telling anything. Meanwhile, there was one big tree. Bhagwan Swaminarayan climbed on that big tree, and Brahmananda Swami caught the feet of Bhagwan Swaminarayan and said that Maharaj, we will not let you climb up. You have to accept your defeat. Say that you are lost. Say that you are lost. Otherwise, we will not leave your feet. Just imagine, how would be such a great divine Leela, a supreme God, he is running. Actually, God's victory lies in the victory of his devotees. Gods feel very happy to lose in front of his devotees, in front of his beloved true devotees. And that's why Bhagwan Swaminarayan said that yes, I accept my defeat, I am lost. Afterwards, Bhagwan Swaminarayan came down from the tree. All the saints, Muktananda Swami, Gopalananda Swami, Brahmananda Swami, Nityananda Swami, they came to Maharaj. And Maharaj's dress and face was completely, colored. So Muktananda Swami took his shawl and cleaning the face of Bhagwan Swaminarayan. Brahmananda Swami, Nityananda Swami cleaning the face of Bhagwan Swaminarayan. And then Bhagwan Swaminarayan, all the saints, devotees went to the river. They took the river bath. All the saints, devotees, they offered the water, did abhishek, offered the bath to Bhagwan Swaminarayan. Afterwards, all the saints and devotees came to the place, residence place. Under the neem tree, Bhagwan Swaminarayan was seated. Saints, devotees were sitting, and they were having darshan of Bhagwan Swaminarayan. Such a divine. Can you see that? See, after playing Holi, when we scrub our face, nowadays people do lot of nonsense. They target somebody, and with lot of colors he transform him into the African. Nobody can identify that who is he. Is he African, Indian, Australian? Who is he? Nobody can identify. And some people bring gobar from somewhere, and they bless that fellow with the gobar, make him a gobar man. So a lot of such kind of things happen. But this was a different Holi, different Rangotsav, divine Rangotsav with the God. Actually, my dear students, dear devotees, mentally we should play Holi with the God. We should do Mansi Puja. That God, Bhagwan Swaminarayan and me, we are playing with the God. All the saints, devotees, they also are participating. We should play Holi mentally. Of course, physically we can't play, but mentally we can play. Who stops us? And really we enjoy it. And we get that same pleasure, same happiness which we do physically. Afterwards, all the saints, they are having divine darshan of Bhagwan Swaminarayan. Bhagwan Swaminarayan has worn the white turban and such a bright forehead, such a long eyebrows and such a sharp eyes and such a lovely cheeks and such a beautiful lips, and Bhagwan Swaminarayan's face is smiling, and when Bhagwan Swaminarayan blinks the eyes is completely filled with a lot of mercy, love and grace, and such a bright and shining eyes. Whenever it opens, it seems that sun is shining. Such a shining, sharp, lovely eyes of Bhagwan Swaminarayan. All the saints and devotees, they are having such a divine darshan of Bhagwan Swaminarayan. Bhagwan Swaminarayan smiled and said, "My dear saints, my dear devotees, your victory is what my victory. I am lost. As per condition, you ask whatever you want, I will give." See, what kind of desire we have determines what level of devotee we are. Are we basic devotee, ordinary devotee, or ekantic devotee? What kind of devotee are? It depends upon our desires. What kind of desires we have, right? Now, many of you might be thinking that if God asks, then I will ask that. I will not ask for myself. I will ask for my parents. I will ask for my family, or I will ask for the other people. I will ask for the society. I will ask for the country, nation. You might be having many such things in your life, in your mind. But do you want to know what does an ekantic devotee ask to God? It was open. It was not that you ask this, you don't ask that. There was no any boundary. There was no any limitation. But when Bhagwan Swaminarayan said this, all the saints, devotees, they joined their hands and they said that, "Maharaj, we don't want anything except you. If you are really pleased on us, if you are pleased with our devotion, then please give us pure love in you. We don't want anything else than you." Many times people go to temple for asking. People go to temple not for the God, for themselves. But these saints and devotees, they were such great. They didn't ask anything. They didn't ask that you give us iPhone. My father is not giving. You give us iPhone. No, they didn't ask like that anything. They asked that you give us pure devotion and love in you, so that in any situation we don't forget you, we don't get attached with anybody, and please give us that love. When Premanand Swami was observing this entire Leela, Premanand Swami made Kirtan also, as well as Nishkudanand Swami also woven this Leela in one Kirtan, and that is Mahabadavanta Maya Tamari. You might have heard sometime.